Alright, Duke. So I'm just gonna start it off. I'm really just gonna like let this play, and then whenever I notice something that's like kind of important, I'll just point it out. Gotta inspect the plain knife, you know. Alright. So you can see here on the minimap, I rotated because we had three on A, one middle, and then we only had one guy on B, and he called that they were rushing, so I just rotated. And then I'm sitting here because then if they try to run out, I can just easily tap them. Yeah, it's an obvious spot, but still. And here we're pushing because it's basically a 5v2. And they said he's running because, as you can see on the minimap, they're running and they just got the bomb down. And now we're basically just sitting here waiting. So I'll just like fast forward. Alright, so if you ever go B, you normally want to break the vent in case you have a sniper going. Now, as you see, he bought, and we had enough money. See, he still has 3,000, but he didn't buy. Normally, if you win first round, all you're going to want to do is either buy light, like an ump or something like that, which is like what I did. And I bought 2 flashes, so in case they rush, I can just flash them and try to get a couple kills, and a smoke, so then I can smoke something off and they won't push it, as well as armor. And then if you don't win first round, you're just going to want to buy like a P250. And if you don't win the second round, then you want to do the same thing. So if you lose the first two two rounds, normally if you're on T side, you can buy because the AK is pretty cheaper. But if you're on CT side, you want to save one more time and buy 4th round. So yeah. So you can see they're just rushing with the bomb now. That flashbang. I'll get it eventually. Alright, so he died, so he just called out there it was 2, and then the bomb's rotating because these guys probably called out that they have A side open. As you can see, he's going to probably run vent like that, and he can get these guys mid. Then I'm going to come behind to assist you, I believe. Yeah, you. Looking there. Pretty obvious, right? And I switched to him because this guy ran around the corner, and he was wide open, so I can get an easier spray on him. And that guy's just bad, so I had an easy shot. Alright, so once again, break the vent. Normally what you want to do is you want to have 2A, 1 mid, going middle with an op and trying to watch this top corner, and then 2B. One will try to sit and hover around cat, and one will sit on van and try to watch apps. So then normally, like, I play cat, as you can see. I'll kind of peek mid, but I'll flash off the wall up here. And then if I hear anything, I'm going to call it out, so then all my teammates will rotate, and they'll come back and easily win the round. So then since I got the bomb down, and it's only a 5v2, I decided to smoke it off, so then if they run, they're pressured to run through it. So I know this guy's lit, so I just push him. The reason I knew he was coming to me because I believe it was Smiley, he called it out. For one thing you're always going to want to do, you're always going to want to check and see how much money people have. So you can see, like, where am I? I could easily buy someone. It's like I could buy Smiley. And then we could have just about equal money. And then, as I said before, I basically just nade up here to bounce back, so then it'll come up to around here. And then I'll just play, and if I hear anything, I'll call it out. And then here's that flash coming mid, and then I'll peek. And I saw like a chair, saw another one. So then I called out to my teammates. So then they should come through connector here, and they're going to know. Now, you wouldn't want to push that heavy. Normally, I just decided to because these guys were kind of bad. So I just said, YOLO. I'm going to fast forward here. Now, once again, here's where if somebody needed to buy, I could buy. Actually, no, I couldn't. Well, but Ron can buy. I'm not sure if he bought. Yeah, he did. So he could buy you. That was just a flash of teammate. Cause I'm a dick. It's like right here. I should be able to hear them right here. If not, Ron will call them out. See, he called them out. So I'm going to rotate. And then normally I'll just try to sit here and get them right here at this window. If not, I'll rotate to van or sit right here on the site. So when they jump out, I can easily kill them. See, and then they just called out that they're rotating. So then we're all just going to try to rush. He's probably going to go vent, or at least he should. I'm going to go CT so then I can hold him off here, and then he should push mid so we can get connector. So we basically can get him from all angles. So then if there's one underneath, there's one, let's say, hiding in like ninja, I can get them. And then if there's one on stairs, that connector can get them. So here it wasn't very smart for him to buy the op, because as you can see, he was the only one with money. Everyone else is broke. And of course, as you know, this is when you had to get your hot pocket. But as you can see, since you bought the op, we kind of force bought. See, with the 5.7, if you get a dink, if you're within range, it'll instantly kill. If not, then it does a crap ton of damage. MP7's okay. I really like because it gives you 600 and it's pretty easy to get kills with. As you can hear, I heard this guy up here. He's switching weapons. And then, who is that? That's Ron. He should be able to see if there's a guy there. He could call it out. And they were at push basically because Ron was on the other side, so either way he should have been dead because it was a 2v1. Normally on stuff like that, you wouldn't want to push unless he's very lit, because then it's an easy kill. Alright, so he's gonna call it that they're pushing mid, so I'm gonna try to flash off the wall. I don't think I did, but normally I flash off the wall and see if there's somebody peeking. I can easily get a kill. And then there was one sniper's nest and one top mid. As you can see here, I'm also kind of forcing. I don't really have enough money for a smoke or a nade, so I'm going to buy a decoy and either toss it to someone. I always like toss that to someone, or I'll toss on the opposite site. And then there, I traded Ron because he's going to be better with the M4, and I'm decent with the ump. So if I get this, I'm going to get more money. And as you can see, he has a little bit more money than me. That's what you call fake flash. Because it looks like a flashbang. If people are really good and they pay attention, they'll get scared. So it's kind of like look away. I don't know what happened. I just wanted to just peek, and in my opinion, I was on the ground. But it's okay. I'll see there. I did that because I figured they would push because they've been going B a lot, and it should have been an easy hold. Now here there's going to be a guy apartments, and I know he's dead because he just killed him. So I'm not going to try to peek because I only have 52 HP and I only have a 5-7. So I'm just going to kind of relax and wait for him to push. This is a really nice spot because if they don't see you, then you can just run out. And there I peeked him because I also had a teammate there. Well, I had two, so it was going to be a 3v1. There was no way he could have been able to kill me on Van, a guy apartments, and that within the amount of time that one of the three of us could not kill him. Alright, so now you see here, we didn't have a lot of money. I had, what is that, 2,700? But that's not really enough. I mean, I could buy like an ump armor and a couple flashbangs, but it's not really enough for everyone else. So instead I'm going to buy a P250, and I'm going to hope somebody pushes me. And this is where those eco rounds come out, and if you could dink somebody easily, then you can get a gun, and then hopefully you can get a couple kills with that. So this is somewhat of an eco round, because you see we all have pistols. I'm calling, I rotated because they called out. So you can see there's going to be 2 ramp, 2 palace, and then there's one going to be apartments trying to push probably mid. And there I didn't have armor, so I didn't really want to peek. We also have the bomb down, and I have a teammate that's way over there, and I'm hoping he's going to push, but I remember this round he doesn't. I end up just dying because they try to push me to get bomb back. So you can see I'm pretty sure it was this guy. He pushes, and then I try to peek him, but since I don't have armor, the aim punch is like insane. Oh no, I remember this round. Oh wow, I didn't even notice I got HP. I could have easily just jumped around, but this guy's going to end up, this is a very obvious spot. You don't really want to sit here, but he's ended up just going to push me out. He's just going to push his way and then just jump around the corner and on me. My teammates were saying to push him, but I didn't know he had HP, and I was scared he had an op and he would easily kill me. So, no, normally you wouldn't want to sit there. You could sit like CT, or you could just hear him when he walks up to get the bomb. So, that wasn't the smartest play. Once again there, Soren is doing a little bit better with the M4, and I just asked for an ump buy because I'm doing decent with the ump. Plus it gives you a crap ton of money. So that's what you can hear here. I just heard a guy apartments, so I'm gonna nade it and hope he's gonna push it, but he was far enough back. And then my teammates over here are gonna call the bombs A. So I'm gonna try to rotate as quick as possible. And then this guy's probably gonna come cat, and I'm gonna hope, if I remember correctly, Ron should go vent, and you should be able to see him when he tries to push connector. See, now we know there's one palace. Ron should get connector. It's not if this guy pushes us, we're fine. Oh, but this guy palace killed him connector. So one of us hopefully should call out. Right, so here, I know he's here, and I know he's lit, so I'm just going to hold the bomb because it's down in palace, so I can easily hear him if he comes with the ladder or tries to like flash and jump and get it. I can't remember what happens here. I think I get offed. I think he fake landed and I just ran out. Yeah. That's my poor AK spraying abilities. So here's another time where I'm doing better with the ump, so I'll buy and I'll just get an ump instead. Here's where that flash comes out. So I'm going to see that there's 3 top mid. And then I'm going to call that out. And then I can't remember if I saw bomber now, but I'm going to say that there's 3 top mid. And then Ron should have seen this guy apartment, so then we know there's one there. So they're going to know it's either going to be a connector or a cat to B. So I'm going to try to stay here on cat and try to hold it. And then they're going to try to go connector and try to watch from the top. Here I'm just trying to bait the guy out, because my teammate was over here. So if he was focusing on me, then we could have gotten an easy kill on him, which we did. So we know they're underpass because they're just nading it. Here, Ron should see this guy, and he's going to call him out or kill him. Now, I just want to point something out. How Soren has the op. Soren is going to sit back on ticket, and he's probably going to watch a ramp. So then, normally if I play a ramp, I'll smoke it, and then I'll sit on stairs or try to sit by jungle and try to watch Palace, because then if they rush out, I can get a couple easy one-taps, especially with an AK, or I can just dink them so they're really lit, and somebody can nade it. So then what Soren's going to do is he's going to watch a ramp. Somebody's going to try to watch Palace from here, and then I'm pretty sure he pushes, but I can't remember. He's kind of not as good as us, so he's doing silver strats. So yeah, as you can see, he's watching Palace. Soren's going to watch a ramp. He's going to push. So then you killed one, you're going to call it out that they're Palace. Since Soren's going to switch his position to here, he's going to try to help Palace, and then we're going to rotate. And now I'm coming behind, because then if they try to push back and say it's not going to be easy since there's 3v4, then I can make sure they don't get out. And I did this as well because we had 3 teammates already on the site. And I know Soren can try to get a pick from far, so he can be able to hold his own. Now here I'm doing the pro strat of just baiting my teammate out. Alright, so he dies and he says he's lit, so I'm just going to wait, and boom, easy kill. I'm just doing that because I'm expecting a B rush. As you can see, I heard them right here when I was running up cat, so I know they're there, so I'm going to nade it. And then I'm going to try to peek as quickly as possible and try to get like a kill or hit them enough so that I can call them out. So there, I was lucky enough to get the guy as a headshot, and that guy sprayed him down, so I think he's basically dead. You can see over there. So then there I got the assist. So then Ron and I were basically able to easily hold the site because I was able to hit them a little bit with a nade, and then we were able to hold them down because we got one, we assisted the other one, and Ron was able to spray down with the M4. All right, so here's another example of how Soren holds this. Soren's going to watch Palace. He's going to try to watch, or Soren's going to watch A-Ramp, sorry. He's going to watch Palace, and then he should be watching stairs, but he's, See, he's watching Palace, he's watching A-Ramp. They're going to call that bomb's there, so we're going to rotate. I'm going to see this guy here, connector. Or I should be able to hear this guy. Here he's at, he's like right below me in connector. So I'm going to call he's connector. Soren's going to try to look. I'm just stupid, I didn't even check below me. So I told Soren that there's one mid. See, and there's the guy connector, and he's going to peek. See over here, Soren just gets flooded because he has a Zeus, and he's basically trying to hold against 4 guys with his AWP solo. And that's because Ron took a little time to rotate. Alright, so now my T side gets a little better, as you can tell, because I go 41. I end up going 41, 5, and 18, so I end up getting a crap ton of kills. So I'm getting, what, 27 kills? Yeah. 27 more kills, 2 more assists, and 10 deaths. Oh, I just realized that was a fast round. Whoops. Doesn't really matter. It was kind of a crappy round. All right, so here you're going to see, since we lost that round, they should buy, and what we're going to do is most of us, or at least, like I think you and Bush, you guys might have buyed, but like Soren and I, we're just going to buy P250s unless we're going to force. And if we force, we're probably just going to flash B and we're just going to run in. You can see he bought a Deagle by accident. I remember that. So Soren bought, so I'm going to buy the same thing. And then he bought a flashbang, so I'm going to buy a smoke and smoke off Cat. I told him to, once we run in right about here, he's going to jump over and pop a flash. You'll see in a second. And I'm going to run in and smoke Cat. All right, so right here, when you jump, you're going to jump and throw it up. So then it'll blind anybody looking on the site. So then it pops right about here. And then you just run through the molly because we're trying to like eco. All right, so I got the one. So then they know we're obviously coming B. And here is where you just want as many people on the site as possible. Basically, once we kill him, I'm going to look and smoke Cat. So then I saw one there, so I'm going to call that out. And then they're going to know there's one market. All right, so I smoked off Cat, and then one died market. So I'm just going to try to sit here and wait for them to try to push on the site and get some easy picks. So I heard him try to shoot, so I killed him. And then somebody died on my team. Here I heard him defuse, so I'm just going to try to bait him out. Because I have 8 HP and like no armor. So I'm just going to wait for him to fuse. And then since it's second round, they most likely don't have kits. So then once I hear him actually defuse for a couple seconds, then I'll try to push him. See, he's actually defusing now. It was. So then that flash was amazing. I full blinded myself. And now he's where he was actually defusing. Because he probably heard the flashbang. Excuse me. So then there, I was easily able to hold 4. And the same, we were able to get the plant down, and we have money now. So I can just replenish my armor and get an AK and some nades. Apparently I didn't buy armor. Huh. Alright, so here is where I like T-side on Mirage. Because what Soren will do is when he has an op, I'll run first, and if I say anything, I'll see. And then I'll pop a flash down here, and then I'll just run out on sight. And this is where I'm going to have to slow it down and kind of show you what to do. All right, so there's normally going to be one in connector here, sitting on stairs. One under palace, down. You can normally just nade underneath a little ladder spot. There may be one jungle in this corner or farther back in a second here. Right there. That's why I peek. And then there may be one in sandwich. And once you get past this, I smoke it off, so then if I get it good enough, you can smoke both at the same time. So you really only have to worry about stairs if they push it. All right, so now here, there's, you can't really see it, but there's a box over here. It's called Fire, and then the opposite side is called Ninja. So then here, you always want to check ZT, and if you have a smoke, you're going to smoke the corner, and then you're going to watch it as your bomb planer plants, so then you just spray through the smoke. Now, right on the other side of this box is what I was talking about, Ninja, and right over here, so the far side of the box is Ninja, the close side of the box is Fire. So as you can see, I sprayed him down. So then we know, and they call out that one is by stairs. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to try to hold so we can get the bomb down and get the plant money. So now we have the bomb down. We have a 4v2. One's lit very, very hard. So they're going to probably either try to run to connector and just try to snipe us back and try to get easy picks, or they're going to try to rotate. But since we have 4, it's going to be very easy. So you see he's going to try to rotate. And then he's just going to push it at the same time. But he gets destroyed. So then I figure that they're going to try to push CT. So then we all get in the spots. So then what we're going to have him do is he's going to watch the vent. I'm going to watch connector and somewhat try to watch CT. He's going to try to watch jungle for this guy's back if he pushes out connector and I die. And then he should be somewhat watching CT or A ramp. Should be watching A ramp, but I'm somewhat watching CT. You can see I saw him, so I'm just going to call it out and spray him down. All right, so right here, I believe Soren has the bomb. Normally if Soren has the bomb, or if I have the bomb, I toss it in this corner so they don't know, and then I'll still peek, and if they don't see me or Soren gets a kill, then I'll run back, grab the bomb, flash, and then I'll run onto the site. So as you can see, one's Ninja, one's CT, one's AFK actually, and then there's 2 on B site. One's running Cat. So Soren ran on the site, and he's going to see that one's ninja and one CT. So I'm going to try to peek and kill the guy CT, but I can't tap him in the head. I actually thought it was an enemy. Huh. So then here's my attempt of a smoke. So I saw one stairs, I'm going to call it out, and then I know that there's two CT. So I'm going to smoke it again just to make sure. And then I'm going to plant the bomb. So now I know one CT, I know one's connector. This guy's probably going to rotate jungle, so then this guy's going to watch my back in case he goes stairs, not call it out. And then I'm going to watch CT, and this guy should be able to watch jungle. See, and this guy has an auto, so that's why he's best for jungle. Alright, so last is CT, and I know that because I called it out earlier. So I see him, and easy spray. Here I'm just grabbing the M4 because we're on T side, so we can't really buy one. As you can see there, hold on, let me actually pause this. And then you can see, since I'm doing a lot better, I have a bunch of money, and Soren didn't have a lot. So I was able to pick up that M4, which he's better with. I dropped it to him, and then I was still able to buy myself. So then next round, if we were to lose, I could buy myself potentially one more. He could buy himself and one more. And then Soren should be able to buy himself, and he should be able to buy himself, if not one more. So then you'll be able to buy, Soren would be able to buy, I would be able to buy, Bush would be able to buy, and Ron would be able to buy. So that's where like splitting your money is really, really helpful. So here we've just been pushing A really well, and here they node that, so they're going to try to stack it. And this is where, if I can't remember if he pushes out or not, but he should, and he's going to try to watch jungle, which you see, and then as you saw, I'm just going to look at him and say, if you don't kill a guy, then I'm going to kill you right now, because he has an auto sniper weebs. Alright, so now we have a guy on sandwich, so he's going to know that there's a guy under palace. So this is where I do that nade thing. I should at least. But like at where the ladder is, there's that little hole that you can climb up. If you get a nade, you can bounce it down. Or if you have a nade and a molly, you can molly it, so then there's fire all around it and a nade, so then they're lit to about like 50 or 60. And then if they're not quick enough, they can't get out of the molly, and they're basically lit to like 10 or dead. Alright, so now we're on the site. This is Firebox, and the other side is Ninja. So then I know they're either going to push connector. This guy might run connector with his two other teammates. So we got to get the bomb across and kill this guy. So then once we do that, we're going to try to smoke this off, smoke CT, so we have the site basically isolated. We're going to have one watching jungle, one watching CT, one watching stairs, and one watching T-ramp. We shouldn't be watching probably Palace. We see, I saw that guy. So in here, I know he's ninja because he's just spraying down. So then they're both connector. I saw the guy stairs there, so I'll spray him down. And then the last guy went in jungle. So then basically while my bomb planner is planning, I'm just going to try to push him and get the easy kill. And of course, the ace. Alright, so here's where Soren has that op. Soren's going to peek, and he doesn't normally drop the bomb, but I do. He's going to peek jungle and connector. I'm going to peek first, and if I see anything, or if he kills someone, I'm going to pop flash out. I'm just going to pop a flash right here, so if anyone's looking at me, they'll be blind. I'm going to run down, run to Firebox, check around real quick, check under Palace if there's anything. Then I'm going to try to push around and possibly smoke CT, so we can run on and get the bomb site. Get the bomb site down, bomb down. So then I saw there's one there, so then I'm going to back up. Soren should be able to peek and kill him. You hear him scope. It's in there, I'm blocking Soren's way. Here, I just don't want them to pick up the auto, so I gotta get it. And then this is where, sadly, Soren has a 1v5 and he couldn't do it. So I can't remember if they grabbed the auto or not, but we'll just fast forward past this part. Alright, so they didn't grab the auto. Alright, so now we should have enough money that we can buy everyone, and then he's gonna peek mid. Now, when peeking mid, you can peek connector, or you can peek wide and go jungle or sniper's nest. Normally what I would do is I'd flash, so then if anybody like has a really good spawn and they get the vent broken for them, you can easily see it. So then instead, I'll peek connector, so it's a really easy spot, and normally they won't get there faster than you would, so you can easily see it. And then if nobody's there, I wait a second, and then I peek sniper's nest, because some people are like really impatient, they don't want to wait, so they'll just leave instantly. So you can get them as they're leaving. So here we've been going A a lot, so we're just going to rush B. Here's where I know that guy would always go on the box, so I'm just going to try to hide there and get an easy kill. So now since they mollied it and they're no, I'm going to call to rotate down, but I don't think Soren or Duke, he didn't want to. He just wanted to go B. So I needed it in case there was an actual guy in there so we can let him up. So now, since Bron died on Catwalk, he's going to call if there's a guy there. I'm pretty sure I missed. Yeah. So that wasn't the smartest play by me because he had an op and he was like a really, really easy kill for him. Alright, so here, since we all have AKs, it's not really the best to have one mid, so we're just going to try to rush it and get an easy sight. Alright, so as you can see, as I said before, there's going to be one ninja, there's one CT, and one connector. That's why when you run out, you instantly want to check connector, and then once you get down, you're going to want to smoke CT, so this is covered, and you're going to want to check firebox. See, I know there's one CT because he called it out, and I just got a lucky tap. I missed a spray on that guy. Since they're all lit, it should be a very, very easy round, but they're all running connector, so if somebody can throw a nade there, it would destroy them. See, there I threw decoys. So then, since we're going to rush B, they're going to try to... Since these are like low-level players, they're going to be faked out. So once again, you smoke off cat, so then they're not going to run apps unless they run all the way behind you, which someone should be watching. And one's normally going to run market. So then normally when you do this, you're going to want to have smokes cat, one watching apartments, one watching kitchen or market, I call it market, and one watching the window in case this guy dies, and then one watching cat. So really you need 4 people, but you can do it with like 2. It's just harder. And if you're going to watch cat, it's best if you have an op and you're sitting bench, so you can get like an easy spot. And then if that person on van is watching apartments, you can get like very good cover there. And then normally no one's going to be able to see you through bench from market. And that's my beautiful spray. And since they're lit, I basically decided, and since I'm lit and I had to reload, I just flashed it. That beautiful. I'm honestly shocked I got that guy. That guy too. Alright, so now here we have bomb down, so we're going to try to get that back. And this is where it's better. Like if I wasn't so lit, it would be nice if I could stay on site. If we had 3 players, 2 go for bomb, and then I would stay on site. And see, I still smoke cat just in case, and we basically clear the site just again. Just in here, this is where I just run in and try to clear the site as fast as possible. Now, these guys weren't really paying attention. There was one cat, and I know that, so then I'm going to try to kill him and then smoke the site off. But somebody else smoked it off, so we're basically clear on that. So then they're going to know that bomb is B, so then I just needed it just in case the guy was lit. We can do a little bit more damage. So then we're going to have to watch cat, one market, and then we're going to try to watch apps just in case. But initially we're focusing on cat and kitchen. And here, Bush died, so I'm going to try to watch cat. And then Soren cut out who's in the smoke, so I'm just spraying the smoke. And then smoke jungle off so they can't see you. And then check connector. That was the luckiest deal ever. I'm just gonna fast forward through these rounds. Alright, so since they got an entry frag, we're going to try to push out, and that's that flash. That was looking, we can clearly see them. So then we saw one jungler connector, so we know they're there. I just got flash, so I'm just trying to, like, not die and hide. Alright, so then Soren knows that he just got shot from connector, so we're going to try not to peek that. And see, since I'm very lit, also there's that guy that just jumped on sandwich, but, you know. If I was still alive, I would just try to watch stairs. You know what? Since you're alive, we'll watch you. Alright, so now here, you did good in trying to hide here, and you shouldn't even try to peek that guy. You basically, if they're on the site, you should just try to wait. Alright, now since I was able to get a bunch of kills with a Tech 9, then I just grabbed that, but then somebody was able to drop me, so I just picked that up. And since we're doing pretty well on B, what we're going to do is we're going to rush again, somebody's going to pop flash over, and then we're going to run in, smoke cat, and do everything like usual. And here we triple flashed. Even though the nade lit us, we're still going to run on site. He's going to call it that there was one cat and there was one bench. So we know that the last guy's on site really is cat. So we're going to try to get that bomb and then smoke. But instead I hear the guy running, so I'm just going to try to peek him. I do. 2 HP in a dream. Pretty sure I end up dying this round, so I'm just going to fast forward it. So here I'm just trying to get an easy pick. It's somewhat of a save round, but we're just trying. Here I'm flashing just in case he peeks so I can try to run and get the guy connector. Then I hear them shooting up cat, so I know there's one there. Plus as well, Bush just died from there, so I kind of know. Here I'm just trying to basically hold because I know there's one cat and I can hear them reloading to my right. So I'm just going to try to sit here and hide. And then Soren's going to run up to top mid. He should be able to kill the guy cat and then look connector somewhere for me, so I know. So then here, I know that one's dead on cat. There may be more. So then from here, I'm going to somewhat try to push out. then here Soren just got destroyed. And then my beautiful nade placement, the timing, you know. All right, so last round. So we don't really have enough to buy, but since it's last round, you kind of force out. I basically bought everything I needed. So we're just gonna try to rush and pop flash in, and I'm literally, if they throw anything, I'm just running through it. I don't give a crap. Oh, so I never said it, actually. So whenever you're running on B site, you're gonna want to look cat, or have somebody look cat. You're gonna want to look bench. You're gonna want to look van, and then once you get down here in this corner where I'm at now, you're gonna want to look there, and then from here you should be able to see if there's one window or site at all. So since I saw him, he's kind of bad with an off, so I'm just gonna try to rush him with it. So I got an easy kill on him, and then I heard them shooting at me from kitchen, so I know they're there. And then from here, I decided, since we have sight down and they're going to try to push it out to try to make sure we don't get the plant down, instead of pushing them forward when all I have is a pistol, I'm just going to try to rotate behind and get a couple easy picks from behind. So in there I was able to get one, and that guy didn't even notice me. I got a free M4, and it's a 5v2, easily. So then what we're going to do, we're going to have one apps, one cat, probably bench, and then 2 kitchen. And then from there, everybody else can kind of just like hover around and try to help. So we know one's cat because Bush just died. So I'm going to flash it, just in case he pushes. And then Soren probably heard this guy apps, so we're just going to make sure. So we know the one guy cat is just chilling there, and we know the guy apps is pushing. So here, they have the guy on apps has an op, so I'm going to try not to peek him as well. But since right there, I don't even know what he was trying to do. He was trying to ninja. So I was able to get an easy kill. So now here, it would have been nicer if Ron was on the site with me instead of just like running around the kitchen. But since they don't really have enough time to do anything, it was an easy win. So then, that's my final score. It's pretty easy, you know. But, so you're just going to want to try to track everything and then get used to gunfights. And that's pretty much it. Just practice makes perfect, you know. So, there you go.